In this video, I'll explain a bit more what's written on this page on how to structure your team as your app matures. So from the starting point, when you're in starting phase, when you launch the app, up through where you gain some more maturity and scale, and ultimately also the leveling up part when it really becomes a big and valuable tool within your e-commerce environment. So what I will go through and what can be found on this page is really the important roles and tasks that are crucial for laying a strong foundations. And to get a bit more into detail of those roles and tasks, you can find below on this page more information on the responsibilities of those roles and in what phases to how to expand your team as your app becomes more popular and improving your setup for the long-term growth and also making it, as mentioned, a more valuable tool in your local e-commerce successes. And next to this, I would also like to highlight and put some extra stress on the fact that this is purely suggestive. So it's just to give you a better idea and understanding. So please also, of course, adjust it to your own liking, needs, and of course your own resources that you have available. So first of all, when you're launching, when you're starting up, you will most likely have limited resources. So you will need a lean and a flexible team. And this will also mean that you will most likely have to wear or should wear multiple hats. So what would be the best strategy here? First of all, and the most important is for you to become an app expert. So really follow, I mean, this website gives you a great overview and is a great source to become so with all the trainings and the information that can be found on here. So really go through it and take your time to read all this information and make yourself comfortable with all the possibilities you have as an app leader. And also make sure that you really get a right and good understanding of your local market. So really get the knowledge on your competitors, on what are your consumer needs when it comes to mobile applications. And for this, there's lots of local information and resources. And if more needed, you can always reach out to one of the PMMs to get some more information about this. But with some simple researches, you will already get a lot of information regarding this. So when starting up, you'll most likely be alone as an app leader, which is fine, which is normal. But just in order to have a successful launch, make sure to really dedicate all your time to the application. So really give it your full focus and don't make it something on the side because otherwise it won't be most likely won't be a success, and preferably also with a commercial activation specialist who in his or her turn also dedicates 50 to 100% of its time to the app. So that means that you as an app leader can fully focus on strategy, while the commercial activation specialist helps with just setting up the operational part of all the activations that will follow to gain some more traction, growth, and acquisition of new users in your for your app. So now that you've launched the app successfully, you're starting to see some traction. It's time now to go to the next phase, which is scaling up. So the focus here is really on growth in both users as well as your team. So the growth within users, so on the acquisition, and in order to do so, you will need more resources and more support to be able to get there and to handle this. So the goal in this phase really is to capture a larger share of the app market within your country, which means that you will have to bring in extra resources to speed this process up and also to strengthen the app's position within the market. So by scaling up strategically on the other side, you can also expect to see a significant result very soon, actually, by positioning the app more as a dominant player within the market and hopefully on the way to becoming one of the app the market leaders when it comes to the shopping app. And how to do this? There's multiple ways to scale up, such as increasing the marketing efforts. You can reach your customers through a more targeted way, also, for which the support of the CRM and the paid acquisition will be there to help you out. And you will also get more users get more data. So this will also help you in getting much more insights on your existing and new customers. And then we come to the part how to scale up. So as an app leader and a commercial activation specialist, you will need to make sure to really dedicate all your time to the shopping app. So really be both fully 100% focused on it and spend all your time on it if you want to go further. And at this point, you will most likely need it because otherwise you wouldn't have gotten to this phase where you also see the importance of the full focus that you need to put on the application. And then next to this, as mentioned, you will need some new reinforcements within the fields of a CRM specialist, a paid acquisition support, and a data analyst. And they can both, enfin, both all three, really help you to grow even further and take a lot of work also out of your hands, as they're the experts within those fields. So support in this case, like any support, would already be great. But if you could manage with them to really dedicate a part of their time to the app and to support with the growth of the shopping app, that would even be better. So you can really build on your colleagues and create a little team to all work together the successes, enfin, the further successes of the shopping app. And then finally, once your app is stable and scaling, you will enter the so-called leveling up phase. And this is basically when you want to dominate when you want to dominate your domain and really drive a significant impact. So by increasing even more the dedicated time and engagement of all the stakeholders within the app, this will also help to be able to fully to unlock its full shopping app potential. And being able to do so, you will also see that the results will be most likely an even higher user engagement, a higher sales conversion rate, the customer loyalty will increase, retention will increase, and there will also be much more data available. And if the data analyst, for example, is able to spend more time on the app, you can really use this for more targeted campaigns and activations later on. And that being said, next to this, there's only one change, as you can see, one addition compared to the previous stage, which is a dedicated technical app specialist slash customer service. And why is this important? Well, it's important to also make the customers feel heard. And for example, if there's reviews coming in, this person can really take that into account and reply on all the reviews that we're getting, both negative and positive. So this will also make the customers feel heard and improve their, after all, their experience. Maybe even more if it was negative, which might also result in them potentially changing it to a more positive feedback and also answer their questions. So, I mean, for obvious reasons, it will be beneficial to have someone really dedicated to the customer service. And the other difference is, as you can see, also, and as I mentioned, the dedicated time spent on the app by the other team members. So once again, for obvious reasons, this will also help increasing the positive results and yeah, in a stronger growth for the app as well. And really by collectively working all together and have like a very dedicated, strong team, fully focused on the shopping app, it will most likely become a very important part of your country's whole e-commerce strategy. And you will also create and gain much more visibility within the whole organization.